Hi, and welcome to another episode of D-Link TV DIY. I'm Mike, and I'm here to help you get more out of your network. So the past few episodes, we've been talking about aspect ratio and resolution of televisions that deal with audio-video equipment, much like our Media Lounge media players. So what we're going to talk about this time is connectivity. As you can see on the back of the media player, there's lots of different connectivity options, so people want to know, what they're able to use and what will give them the best picture. So let's start with a little bit of history. Back in the old days, everything used to come through the air. People used to use either rabbit ears or an antenna on the top of their house that would just connect to the back of their television using a couple of screws. And then in the mid-70s, early 80s, the pay networks started coming online, like On TV or Select TV. And what these did was these gave people a nice clear picture without having to move around, their rabbit ears or put tinfoil on the end of it. Well, when people got a taste of that image quality, that led to what we have now as modern-day cable. So that used a coaxial cable. That's the same type of cable that most people have coming out of their walls now. That's just going to screw right into the back of your cable box, and previously you would use a coaxial cable to connect it to your television. But now, I think the latest cable box that I have doesn't even have a coaxial out on it. So what do you use to connect to your television instead? So the next step past coaxial cable was the use of RCA connectors. They're RCA connectors because RCA is the company that invented them. These are typically found in red, white, and yellow. And the red and white carry stereo audio signals, and the yellow is a composite video. Now, this composite video is only capable of standard definition, which is the 480i. So to gain a little bit better of a picture, the next evolution was to use S-video, which is short for separate video. So what this actually does is there's two pairs of wire in the little connector, and each pair, one is for chroma and one is for luma. Chroma being the color and luma being the brightness. So this is also a standard definition 480i connector, but there's no audio involved. So you're going to need to either use some of the RCA connectors or some other form of audio to get your audio using S-video. So then things move to component video. And component, what it does is it breaks up the video signal just like S-video does, but it has one luma and two chroma. So it gives it a lot more depth. Now, the component is capable of doing up to 1080p video, but just like S-video, it doesn't have an audio channel. So once again, you'd have to use like an RCA or some other form of audio. Now, after component came out, the next step that most big screens came out with in the past few years was DVI. And a DVI, as you can see, is a long rectangular connector. This can also give video up to 1080p, but doesn't have audio as well. So you would need to provide an audio source. Now, DVI is upward compatible with HDMI, or in reality, HDMI is backwards compatible with DVI, but you're not going to get the audio signal from the HDMI cable. So you need to keep that in mind if you're going to do some type of a adapter cable. So finally, this takes us to HDMI. HDMI is the current standard for high definition input on everything from HD TVs to media players, home stereo equipment. HDMI can carry a signal of 1080p or higher, and also carries a very high quality audio signal. So your best bet is going to be going with HDMI because it'll give you a good signal on your video and your audio. So you want to go to the highest common denominator. So now that you've seen each one of these different type of connectors, and you can see what they would attach to on the back of your media player, or say your home stereo or television, now you have a better idea of how to get your video signal from your media player or the source to your stereo equipment. So that's going to do it for this episode. We'll see you on the next episode of D-Link TV DIY. I'm Mike, and thanks for watching.